So one of the coolest things about doing what we do is turning our passions and brands that we love into accounts. Totally. Whether it's breweries, we drink their beer, it's great. We go, why don't we hit these guys up, make t-shirts for them? And they always need stuff, right? It's great. And whether most of the time John and I do that for breweries and restaurants, you do a triathlon.
And I get an account, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So the account is Zoot.
Yeah.
Zoot is the original triathlon brand. Awesome brand, great people. And, you know, I don't know why I put myself through torture, but I had some friends, you know, have me get into this, triathlon thing. I played water polo. I swam in high school and all that stuff. But, you know, as you get older and the kids are getting older, you're like, oh, let's just, give some, challenges or whatever. So I was down in Oceanside, and I was doing a triathlon, half Ironman.
Nice.
And not the full yet. I'll do a full, but a lot of training.
This year, full?
Maybe next year. We'll see. It's been pretty busy. But the kids are getting older. But so basically, I'm out there having a coffee, finish the race, and I meet up with a buddy from high school. I'm like, hey, dude, what's going on? What's up, Mark? And what do you do? I'm on the marketing team for Zoot. I'm like, dude, awesome. I actually was wearing a Zoot suit, a Zoot triathlon suit.
Oh, nice.
We're chatting and stuff, and I'm like, hey, we're just talking about old times and whatever, just catching up. And then he hit me up, going, hey, love to bring the owner and to see if we can do some merch together.
Yeah,
and I'm like, sounds good.
Yeah.
So they came up, and we just, our big thing is collaboration, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Sit down, looking at their archives, their old ads, like whatever those things are.
Yeah.
We kind of pull all that together, collaborate, meet up, and then built a whole collection.
Yeah.
And some really cool stuff, classic stuff that if you're a triathlon fan, it's cool. If you're just like a fan of cool stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, the collection was killer.
Yeah. I mean, it's based in Kona, so that's the big race. So they have some stuff that's Kona based, and then some stuff that's just, cool, athletic, really good blanks, stuff you can work out in, stuff you can just wear. One word we say a lot is lifestyle.
Yep.
And so whether you're like, craft beer or it's, a restaurant or it's a gym, like you need to have stuff that fits your lifestyle that, so if it, like with Zoot, if you're wearing a triathlon suit, you can't wear that, as you're like, I guess you can, but you're walking around with this, fitted, suit in the grocery store. I get my protein bars. But basically, what you want is to have something that represents the brand, that also you can just wear
every day
around.
Yeah.
And so comfortable enough to like walk around, whether it's the baseball game, date night, training, but it's not maybe the actual suits that you are training in.
Right.
So it's a cool thing to have is that balance of the actual product, but actually having lifestyle apparel that's cool, that represents the brand.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of a walking billboard because
exactly right.
If I see someone wearing a Zoot t-shirt, I'm like, they probably train.
Yeah, and you're telling people what you're into without actually having to tell them, but by just wearing the shirt.
And most triathletes, what they'll do is they'll wear the free t-shirt you get at the event.
Right.
And those are fine. They're sometimes a little too tight.
Yeah.
And they're like, super, sweat resistant kind of thing. Having a Zoot apparel, it's going to be, hoodie, t-shirt, tank top, or whatever.
Right.
And it's going to be like a little more lifestyle driven, but also represent the brand. So it's a kind of a cool balance.
Yeah, totally.
So
awesome.
That was a cool thing. And so it's always funny, like finding, you think, oh, we're just going to go through, things that are popular. It's going to be like things that we are passionate about.
Stuff that we're actually living through. It's like going on a vacation. How many times does John go on vacation and he's working half the time because he's asking people if they need apparel? It's cool. It's and everybody needs it. Everybody wants help. Everybody needs and is looking for new design, new apparel. So it's great.
And a lot of times, you'll go somewhere and you're like, dude, cool restaurant. Like,
why don't they sell apparel?
Like, why don't they have merch? And we'll handle it for you.
Exactly.
We don't have a website. We can do that too.
Yeah, totally.
So it's been a cool thing to do. Again, passions into product, really.
Yeah, totally.
So,
cool.
Right on.